On Meet the Farmer TV, we try to encourage you to replicate things you learn about on the show. Recently, we received an email from a viewer in Appleton, Wisconsin. She wrote, "Dear Michael and Frank, thank you for your work in informing as to what can be done. While watching, I learned that the local farmers markets in Virginia and Washington, D.C., EBT tokens were given double credit. I have passed this info along and hope to see it happening here in Wisconsin. Thank you again. Love your show for many years." After receiving this email, we did a little fact-finding and found this Democratic Club minutes online. County Party member Nettie McGee gave us a short presentation on the Great Lakes and the tar sands, and also on double value days for food share recipients at the downtown Appleton Farmers Market. Then in a second email, she wrote, "Dear Michael and Frank, I was watching an episode of Meet the Farmer TV at Washington, D.C. I noticed a sign on one of the vendors' booths. It said double credit for food share. Long story short, it is now happening at several farmers market in Wisconsin. Thank you for your program." Last month on the Pledge Drive on Free Speech TV, March 2014, they ran this story. They didn't quite get the names right, but they got the story. That's the important thing.
Seizing the power of television and the internet to expand social consciousness, Free Speech TV fuels the movement of progressive social, economic, and political transformation. A Free Speech TV viewer named Frank in Wisconsin tuned into a recent episode of Meet the Farmer and learned of a food share program in Washington, D.C. that gets healthier food to low-income families through a double your dollar value for people on food stamps. Frank replicated that model and is now used at food share locations throughout his home state of Wisconsin. Tell us your story. Your stories will remind others of the important role ordinary Americans must play in creating the change we need for our country. Tell us your story today.
We encourage you and others to also see what you can learn from Meet the Farmer TV and make it happen in your community. And if you do, let us know. We'd like to tell your story. This is what we see as the future of Meet the Farmer TV. Again, we really want to encourage you, if you see a story, something that you learn about here on Meet the Farmer TV, to encourage you to try to make it happen in your community. And we'd also like to do a story with you, the viewers, and show the examples you replicated in your communities from the things you've learned about on Meet the Farmer TV. Now here is the actual video that first inspired this viewer.
I have never seen so many people so excited about fruits and vegetables.
From arugula to zucchini at the White House. So here we are with Bernie Prince. You're the founding member of Fresh Farm Markets?
I'm one of the co-founders and co-directors of Fresh Farm Market. There are two of us.
Well, tell us about this program here. You all take food stamps here at the market.
We do take food stamps. This is the third farmers market that we take food stamps on. We started last year at our 8th Street Northeast Market and our Silver Spring, Maryland market. So we'd already had a track record in doing food stamps at markets. So when we decided to do this White House market, we said, let's try and add this food stamp component to our farmers market. And so USDA said, sure, you've got a track record, you do good record keeping, you can do that. So this fresh food got cheaper, though, is the fact that we're doing this double dollars program. So that's a little bit on top of the food stamps. So if you're a food stamp or a WIC or a senior coupon customer and you come to our information table here and say you want to do $20 worth of food stamps today, we say that's great, we'll swipe your card, give you your $20 worth of tokens to shop in the market, and then we say, and we're giving you 20 more free dollars to shop in the farmer's market. So their $20 is really $40 worth of food in the market. What it is we have a big record keeping system. At the end of the market, our staff person goes around, takes those pieces of script and tokens, gives them a receipt. We collect all the paperwork, and at the end of the month, I then reimburse them for a month's worth of those, because they didn't get any money until we paid them back.
Right.
The great thing about this is that it is getting people that maybe aren't used to being in a farmer's market setting and shopping in a farmer's market for food. It's getting them used to the habit of coming to a farmer's market.
Right.
So
and it's a great way to double their money.
It's double the money, make the food a little bit more affordable.
Yeah.
And get them to try this wonderful local food that we have here. It is so delicious. And that's what we want to do, is get people hooked on that local food. So the money for this program The initial grant came from Wholesome Wave Foundation, which is, that's the Paul Newman Foundation up in Connecticut. And then we've gotten individuals to contribute and make generous gifts, so we got additional money that way. And then a foundation in DC gave us money. So I'm guessing that we will likely spend about $20,000. I mean, giving away $20,000 in free food coupons to people to eat more healthy because of the markets.
That's terrific.
It's terrific. It's really a win-win.
At Meet the Farmer TV, we see producers, farmers, and small family businesses as the solution to our current economic and environmental woes. We want to bring to light the stories of individuals like yourself who work tirelessly with a personal passion for excellence and innovation. These are the stories of individuals creating sustainability within their own community. Through our TV shows, our website, and with your support, we endeavor to build a network of collaborators, to share information, and to educate. By getting mud on our boots visiting farms, by giving a voice to the many kitchen table entrepreneurs and their innovations, by standing in the heat of the kitchen with the chefs, and by exploring the challenges facing all small food-based businesses, we intend to reveal a view of community food systems that will nourish all of us and our planet. Entire systems we thought were rock solid are being bailed out. Large companies are laying off or closing. Investments have mysteriously vanished. So today, many of us want something different and feel something needs to change. Whether you're a farmer toiling in the field, a chef insisting on quality local produce, a baker cooking for market in your home kitchen, or you're a consumer making informed choices and supporting your neighbors, you are all the true heroes who will make change happen. So we invite you to share your story or just watch our show and be entertained, informed, and inspired.
A couple of weeks ago when I first was doing this market, I met a man down here who, his name's Brent Taylor, owns Classic Twig, and I bought from him these little cutting boards, and we put together a package that's all Virginia, a Virginia handmade cutting board, a Virginia handmade spreader, and then of course the Three Sisters Virginia made mustard.
Next on Meet the Farmer TV, putting the nobility back into farming.
I'm Jenny Mackey, the Patient Experience Manager at Broward Health Medical Center in South Florida, and you're watching Meet the Farmer TV.
We're doing micro-sustainable urban farming in Fort Lauderdale. A migrant worker who is basically a mow and blow guy is now put back to being a farmer the way he was in his own country. So we can really solve our health problems by putting these farms in what we now call food deserts. They will create jobs for the people who are underserved in that community right now. And they become esteemed professionals in their community because people see them every day farming. They're people that provide sustenance to that community. They're very important people.
Joel Salatin at Polyface Farms next on Meet the Farmer TV.
Our mission statement is to create ecologically, emotionally, and economically enhancive agricultural prototypes and facilitate their duplication throughout the world. And so anything that we can do to promote these models will touch and heal one more acre, one more customer, one more farm.
Meet the Farmer TV is independently funded and produced by Melly Productions, Leslie P. Jenkins Photography and Graphic Design, and Planet Earth Diversified. Keep Meet the Farmer TV fresh, vibrant, and independent, bringing you the finest information about sustainable agriculture and your food from the farm to the plate. Make a donation today and join us next time as we bring you more stories about the relationship between local food, sustainable agriculture, and building community. Next on Meet the Farmer TV, we find out how local people are connecting the local food dots.
We're connecting the dots for local food systems.
Building a network consisting of dozens of local farms.
Keep the community close, keep the family close, and connect the dots.
Catalyzing positive change by growing high-quality, ecologically grown vegetables.
To raise animals not only as humanely as possible, but to have gratitude for the animals' lives for feeding us.
So many of our consumers are very concerned about not only what they're eating, but also the footprint that they're leaving on the environment.
I like to help people understand where their food comes from, and I also like to help producers figure out who is eating their food and how they can more easily reach their markets.
And we're trying to help that local food shed be truly local and sustainable.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching
Meet the Farmer TV.